Hello, everybody. Welcome to a Mineral Ridge football player profile. I'm Anthony Hartwig, and I am joined by Triston Valley, a quarterback of the Mineral Ridge Rams this year. Triston, thank you so much for taking the time to join us today.
Yeah, no problem.
And when you look at this Mineral Ridge football team, it is one that has taken the first three games by storm. You guys have easily kind of knocked out the opponents in the first 3 weeks. What kind of momentum have you guys been on for the first 3 weeks of the season?
Good momentum, good vibes. We just say every week, one game at a time, and that's what we got to do. The whole entire season, just take it one game at a time and take it very slow and you know, good preparation.
You come into this season, and I think a lot of people on the outside were looking at Middle Ridge, and they said they lost Mark Bunch, who's going to be the quarterback. What the quarterback situation has looked like, but you stepped in, and you've done a tremendous job to lead this team. What has it been like stepping into this new role in Middle Ridge and being able to take the quarterback position there?
Uh, it feels good. The players, all welcoming. Welcoming with open arms, and I feel like I feel good that I can. I've done my job so far as what I said, what I told Coach Shane I was going to do when I first came here, and I'm glad that I'm sticking to that, and I will keep sticking to that.
When you think about Coach Shaner, what are some things that you really latched onto with him right away?
He cares about his players. He's very good coach, good guy, good guy to hang out with, and he really cares about the team and winning, and he'll do anything for his players, anything.
So when you look at your relationship with the players and building this team dynamic, what's it been like getting to know everybody, and what are some relationships that you have built so strongly already just early in the season?
It's been awesome. One of my good friends now, Mason Miller, my receiver, one of my good friends in school, out of school. He's a really good kid, really good athlete. Ian Erb, who's a heck of a kid, great athlete, great running back. I built a really good relationship with him. Nate Rorman, who's playing middle linebacker for us. He's a stud. And just everyone around, it's really good, build those bonds and build those connections, because then you can trust them on the field. You can rely on them on the field.
And trust is so important. And I think one of the guys that you have to trust the most is, of course, your offensive line. Talk about the relationship with them. I know you have a lot of great linemen that are in front of you. What's it been like just building trust in them and knowing that they're going to go out there, do their job and protect you?
Oh, it's awesome. I have full trust in my line. I cheer them up, but I get hard on 'em when they make a mistake. But then I'm the biggest fan when they do good. I mean, the whole game really revolves around them, and when they do good, we play good and we win. So I mean, it's really all on them, and they've been doing a heck of a job.
Obviously, you can't be like the pros and be giving out Rolexes to the offensive linemen, but
Yeah.
what kind of little things do you do to make sure that the line knows that you appreciate them?
Give them tap on the head. Anytime they do good. Once again, I'm their fan when they do something good. And just talk to them outside the practice. It's just once again having that relationship with your players and your line, especially your line, is that's huge, because they know I have their back, and I know they got my back. So.
One of the key parts of being a quarterback that goes way past raw talent and arm ability is, of course, leadership. What has it been like stepping into a leadership role in this team, and what kind of things do you think you bring to the table as a leader?
I love being a leader of this team, because week three, Newton Falls, they kind of show me, they're ready to go. They're a team that's not going to give up, and I love that. Leading a team that is like that, and I've always been like that myself. I'll never give up on any team that I'm playing for, especially this family. This community is really really, really strong, and they've taken me with open arms, and I love them to death. But no, yeah.
How much preparation do you put into a game week and watching film and trying to break down the opponents and really locking down what you have to do for a Friday night?
I'm watching film every day, and I'm sure a lot of the guys are watching film every day. It's just we've had 3-0. It starts with preparation. We've had 3 good preparation weeks. We've had a good preparation this week. We got gonna have a nice crisp walkthrough next tomorrow, and then getting ready for McDonald. But it's all about preparation for us.
What's your favorite part about a game week? Is it watching film? Is it the practices? Is it the walkthroughs? What is one of your favorite parts about the preparation in the process?
Oh, coming out to the tunnel easily. Beginning of the game, coming out out of the locker room, you're getting ready, getting your head pumped, smacking your helmet a little bit, getting ready to run out of the tunnel. It's just a great feeling.
They say there's no better feeling than a Friday night atmosphere in a football game. What is it for you that makes Friday night so special and makes it one of those feelings that you'll never really be able to get back in your life?
Um, it's just playing the game, just playing the game. I know it's my, last year at high school ball. It's just, playing the game is the reward. I mean, there's no, there's no you get this, you get that. It's just playing the game is just what I enjoy and what I love.
When we talk to middle range athletes, we have to talk about the student section. There's a golden megaphone in the gym for a reason. You guys bring it each and every day, whether it's volleyball, football, basketball, it doesn't matter. What do you think the middle range atmosphere is like for you on the field, and then what's it like being a part of it for the other sports?
Oh, it's amazing. The student section, whole crowd, cheering. Everybody's very vocal, and we, football players, we love that. Even our sideline being very vocal. But even other events, our student section, we're crazy, man. We're crazy, and I love it. I love the atmosphere.
What's your favorite thing so far about the middle range community and how much they support you?
Um, just how they took me in. New kid coming out of nowhere. They're saying, oh, he's gonna be, new quarterback, new this, new that. Just the way they took me in and how, they treated me in the, when I was in summer, even before I even came here, people knew, I was coming to Ridge, and even then they were trying to talk to me, and it just made me feel real good. How welcomed I was.
You had to have confidence to step into a new spot and know that you were going to be able to lead this team. There has to be some kind of inner form of confidence. Where does that come from? And how have you built your confidence throughout your career?
It's just all mental. I mean, it's all mental from, stepping out on a field Friday night, just and then even in practice, just having that good mentality of, let's have a good day, let's have a positive week, and let's get the win on Friday.
Take us through a typical Friday game day for you. What kind of things do you do to prep for the game? What are the hours leading up to the Friday night look like for Triston Valley?
Oh, well, I'll tell you right now, I'm getting my Subway before the game. After school, I go to Subway, right on Salt Springs. I get my Subway sandwich. I go home, I eat, and then I go straight to the stadium. I'm either chilling in the locker room or just listening to music. I'm really at the field after that for the rest of the night.
Is it the same sub every time? Do you have the go-to pregame order?
Oh, it's the same thing every time, unless we lose. If we lose, which we shouldn't, which I hope we don't. Unless we lose, I switch to jib jab.
So do
But
you have any
right
other
now,
superstitions? Do you have any other superstitions that you have to follow if you're winning?
um, no, not really. It's really just my food. I've been doing that since I was a freshman, since I was a drawer freshman year. But no, Subway, and then if we lose, I go jib jab, and it just keeps switching off.
That's your pregame meal. I know there's a lot of energy expended in the game. What about postgame meals and what you like to eat, especially celebrating a victory?
Anything that's available because I'm starving after a game. So anything that I can eat, I'll eat.
We know that athletes like to keep their body in check and like to eat as healthy as possible, but there's got to be some guilty pleasure foods in there. Some things that you put in that probably not the healthiest in the world, but you love them anyway. What are those guilty pleasure foods for you?
Oh, ice cream. Love ice cream. Love Reese cups. I've been really going. I've been going to Rita's a lot in Austintown that opened up again. I love Rita's, but any stuff like that, like ice cream, like Italian ice, I love that stuff.
What's your favorite ice cream flavor?
Cake batter handles.
That is me and you right there. Like
It's so
telepathy.
good.
Like it doesn't when we don't have Sonic, but when Sonic came out with the yellow cake batter milkshakes, we drove all the way to Akron just to get them because that's
I've
how
never heard
real.
of that. I might have to try that. I've never heard of that before.
Yep. Every summer, Sonic Drive-In has those yellow cake batter milkshakes. Now you go into league play. How much do you kind of go into league play in your confidence and how much are you going to take into league play knowing that Middle Ridge is a little bit under the radar right now in the MVAC?
I love it. I love being an underdog. Us, our team, being underdogs, gives us honestly gives us that little fire in the pit of our stomach. But no, going to the league, I think we just gotta put one at a time, one at a time. Put our helmets in the people, and see what happens. We got to come out on top though.
What is one thing that you think makes this Middle Ridge team unique from the other teams in the MVAC that you think will give you guys the competitive edge?
We're family. We got each other's backs, no matter what. No matter what happens on the field, we got each other. it's a brotherhood. It truly is a brotherhood. This football team is just it's a big family, and I love it.
When you when you look at your off the field activities and some of the things that you like to do when you're not playing football, what are some hobbies that you have?
I like to play golf. I love playing golf. I tried to golf actually, but I had to stop because of football. But I love playing golf. I love going to sporting events. Any Saturday night game I can go to. If a team's playing on Thursday, I'll go watch NFL. I love watching NFL. But anything sports, it's my go-to.
Yeah, because we saw your name pop up on like, the first couple of golf meets, and you were actually leading the team with some of these scores you were putting up. Those guys, I'm sure like you said, you had to stop golfing for football. But what was it like trying to be with those guys for the first couple of weeks of the season, and they're still putting up really good numbers in the Middle Ridge Golf Program?
Oh, I love them, man. I'm still rooting for them. One of Trey Wrigley, who's possibly one of the best golfer on the team. He's one of my best friends. He's doing amazing right now, and he's going to keep going. And I really do think they have a chance to win league. But no, they just got to keep grinding. And I love those guys.
You brought up how much you like to watch sports. What teams do you root for collegiately, pro? What's like the favorite team for Triston Valley? Which one are you most passionate about?
College, I'll watch anyone. I'm just starting to get into college, like watching college ball. Just growing up, I've always watched pro, but college, I'm starting, getting to watch. I've been liking Oregon. I don't know why. I like their uniforms probably. And then NFL Steelers. I've been a Steelers fan my entire life. Really excited about Mitch.
And I'm sure you watch, high school football when you can. Maybe check out the highlights. Like you said, you'll go watch the Saturday game if you're able to. Who's one player in the area that maybe you haven't gotten the chance to play with, but you would love to have on your team if given the opportunity?
Ooh. I think Mark Manning, Ursuline. He's a great kid. I've only talked to him a couple times, but he's a great kid. Kid's an absolute animal. What he's doing at Ursuline right now is off the charts. I'm pretty sure he's a senior this year, but no, he's doing amazing. He's a great athlete, but that'd be a kid that I would love on my team.
You've had the chance to compete against a lot of really good athletes. Who do you think is like the best athlete that you've competed against?
Ooh. Um, I'd say when I still at Gerard, I'd say TC McCaffrey, running back.
Hmm.
When he last year, man, I didn't play him against last year because I was hurt that year, but my sophomore year I did play against him. Even my sophomore year, he was still hard to tackle. He was a beast of a kid. He's hopefully he does good things at Ohio State walking on. Hopefully he finds a spot there, but hopefully he does good, man. He was a great athlete.
Tristan, as we look on to your future, as this is your last year, what kind of things do you want to see in your future? What future plans do you have for yourself?
I would love to go play college ball. That's been my dream since I don't even know since I was a little kid. But yeah, you got to work for it, and I got to get out there. But no, I'd love to play college ball. I want to go for aerospace engineering one day. I want to do that. Work on airplanes, mostly military planes. I'd love to go into that part. But no, college ball has been my dream, and I don't even care where I go. I just want to go play.
When someone says aerospace engineering, I imagine that came from somewhere. Like there is something that took you to that spot and made you passionate about that. Is there a story behind that and how you wanted to kind of get interested in aerospace engineering?
I mean, I just I don't know what specific day I told myself that I wanted to do that, but whatever day it was, I looked it up. I was reading up on it. I love planes. I love going on airplanes. I think it's really cool. I'd love to fly my own plane. Like one day, I don't even care what kind of plane it is. I just want to fly one. But I think I was looking up and I saw how much money it made a year. So I was kind of just like, I love planes. I like building things. So might as well. I'm good at math too. So
Right.
might as well.
What about now that you're going into the last year of school? What are going to be some of the things that you're going to be studying in senior year? What are some of your favorite classes so far?
I like trig pre-calc because I know that's gonna, get me ready for aerospace engineering. The math part. Um, I have a lot of hard classes this year just because of my transfer, so it was a little weird. So I kind of, as a senior, it's a little weird because I have hard classes this year. But I know I like trig pre-calc, and then I'm not gonna lie, I really like my English class. I don't like English, but I like my English class.
How good are you at balancing the time with, football, school, trying to still have some kind of a social life? How do you balance all that? Is it something that you were always good at, or is it something that you've developed time management skills?
I don't really, it's not really a balance for me. It's kind of just, it's school sports. That's how I've been since my ninth grade year. It's just school and sports, and football has been my life, and that's what I've always been working on. Even, and then when we go like out of full season, basketball, track, anything, it's always been just school football or school sports.
All right, Tristan, before we let you go, I want to give you a chance to shout out your support system and all the people that have been there for you throughout your career.
My family, my mom, dad, my sister, man, they've been through so much with me. Gerard here, I love them to death. And all my other family too, Nana, Papa, grandma, grandpas, uncles, aunts. Everybody's really been by my side. Um, and someone who passed away last year, his name was Sal Ponzio. He was, one of our, help coaches at Gerard. He was, I have a picture of him in my locker. He was a big inspiration to me. And I think about him every day. And before game day, I always look at my locker. I think of him, and it really gives me motivation.
Tristan, thank you so much for taking the time to join us today. We have loved covering you the first 3 weeks. We'll continue covering you throughout your season. We wish you the best of luck, and we look forward to talking to you again real soon.
Yep, sounds good.